ask what is enlightenment. Okay. Shiva in Shiva Sutra says, Jnanam bandha. Knowledge is our bondage. I know this, I know this, I know this, I know that. When there's knowledge, there's ignorance also. Right? So, anything in the objects of the world, you can know something. And if you don't know, yes, ignorance is there. Knowledge and ignorance come together in our life. But it's knowledge itself becomes bondage. What kind of knowledge is that? Knowledge which we have taken without understanding reality. Right? Somebody says something, I take it as knowledge. Then it becomes bondage for us. We don't verify the reality. Many times it's useful, but to become free, we need to understand what is really is there. So knowledge of two things will become bondage for us. Knowledge about the world and knowledge about myself. Correct? So when the world treats me, they'll speak about me. What they'll call? They'll call Prabhuji, Guruji. Ah, Guruji is very happy. I am called Guruji. So whatever world treats me, that is one knowledge. It's called myself. And what you think of the world is another knowledge. There are only two knowledges, about self and the world. Right? Now, both of these can be bondage if you don't inquire properly. What you think about the world and what you think about the world, you have to inquire properly, otherwise it becomes a bondage. That's why Shiva says, Jnanam bandha. You have to really understand what is the essence of the world. What is the essence of the world? So that's where questions come to us. What is reality? Right? So for example, you see a snake and you are afraid. Unless you find it's a rope, you'll be afraid. You have to find it's a rope. Correct? Until you find it's a rope, you'll be scared. You see a ghost on the post. And after inquiring only, you see this post is there. No ghost is there. Then only you'll be free. Otherwise, there will be a lot of stories of ghost posting around. Somebody says there's a ghost there. Another person says there's a ghost there. You listen to that, you get scared. Okay. So you have to inquire and find out. So there are things in the world which are known to us. There are things which are unknown to us. Known to us and unknown to us. Known can become knowable. Suppose I don't know English, I can learn and English can become knowable. Right? There is something which is beyond known and unknown, which is unknowable. That unknowable is called Atma Jnana, self. You will never be able to know the self. Then what is self-knowledge? Self-knowledge is to remove the self-ignorance, wrong understanding. Atma Jnana means remove the wrong understanding about the self. What is self? You cannot never know because you are the self. You can know something other than you. I can know about this glass because it's other than me. The knowledge is possible. About myself, knowledge is not possible. Ignorance can be removed. Then what remains after remaining ignorance is myself. That's why it's a process of negation. No, no, no. So self is unknowable as an object anytime. Self is knowable as a subject. I am the self, you can know. But you cannot say what is the self. So that's why the inquiry is the method of spirituality. Real inquiry, genuine inquiry. People think that spirituality means meditation. Okay. Genuine inquiry is a method. It's a method of science, but it's in a different way. Who am I? What is this world? That inquiry has to be done. That inquiry will remove ignorance, wrong understanding. Okay. But your self is already there. You are the self. You cannot know the self, but you can recognize I am the self, which is infinite. Limitation of self will go. So unknowable. Then that means your questions will disappear when you recognize the unknowability of the self. For everything, there is a question and answer. For Atma Jnana, for self-realization, the questions have to disappear. The questioner has to disappear. You will not get the answer. The questioner itself is asking a question based on the ignorance. Okay, then whatever is question, spiritual inquiry, whatever question answer happens, is not about the Atma, but Anatma. remove the ignorance. So that way, if you have reached a state of no questions, then there's a peace. No questions can generate a fool also. Fool also has no question. A fool has no question. He has no question. He's very clear. An adamant person also has no question. Right? An intelligent person has questions. Okay. And he will not be satisfied until you get the proper answer. Right? So now, spirituality is not about showing you what is Atma. Spirituality is about removing ignorance of Anatma. So that should be making you, oh, this is Atma. What cannot be known is Atma. Then the mind will become peaceful. The questioner disappears. The question itself is a part of the questioning. One who is asking the question also is a part of the dream. So that character realizes, oh, I am this self, infinite self. So when you say, come to a question, come to state, I don't know, then you are free. That's the real I don't know. But mind will not accept it. I have to know something. Okay. That's where we keep on going after satsang, read spiritual books after spiritual books. You say, I have understood, but still I have to read something. I have understood, still I have to practice something. The mind will not allow you until the mind reaches a point of pure awareness, stillness. That's the spiritual journey. Spiritual journey is a method of inquiry. It's not forcing something. It's not about belief. Okay. Any questions?